This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Reflection, 30th Sunday in Ordinary Time, Year C. Luke 18, 9-14. Set our lives beside the holiness of God. An elderly lady used to shout on her front porch, "Praise the Lord!" An atheist living next door would shout back, "There is no God." Hard times set in on the elderly lady, and she prayed to God to send her some assistance. "Praise the Lord! God, I need food. Please send me some groceries." The next morning on her porch was a large bag of groceries, so she shouted, "Praise the Lord!" The neighbor jumped from behind and said, "Aha! I told you there was no God. I bought those groceries." The lady shouted all the more, "Praise the Lord! He not only sent me groceries, but even made the devil pay for them." The Pharisee prayed, "O God, I thank you that I am not like the rest of humanity, greedy, dishonest, adulterous, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week and pay tithes on my whole income." While all the Pharisee said was true, he did not really pray to God. He reported to God how good he was. He was not like the rest of sinful humanity, much less like the tax collector. Like this Pharisee, many of us are good in lifting ourselves above others. We measure our greatness with the weakness of others. We are confident to present ourselves to God in prayer because we thought we are righteous. True prayer, however, is first not reporting to God how good we are. God knows what we have done. Jesus said, "But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing." Second, don't take pride in being better than others. "I pray more than he prays. I give more than he gives." Third, set our lives beside the holiness of God. The question we must ask is not, "Am I good as my neighbor?" but, "Am I as good as God?" When we set our lives beside the holiness of our neighbors, we can all have the reason to boast, especially when we feel we are better than them. But when we set our lives beside the holiness of God, there is nothing we can boast because we can see our unworthiness. We just have to admit that everything is God's grace. When we set our lives beside the holiness of God, we will realize that there is nothing great in what we have done, and there is nothing left for us to do but to beat our breast and pray, "O God, be merciful to me, a sinner."